Yeah, Ezra, another long day here in Israel. Well, we're staying in Jerusalem because I think it's the safest place, as they don't tend to target it with the rockets for a number of reasons. One, because 40% of the population here are Arabs. And secondly, there are a lot of sites they don't want to hit. But we head to the south and you can feel it immediately. It's a war zone. It's a war zone, and I can't believe it. You know, for all the years that I've visited Israel, I've never seen the war zone inside the borders of Israel. And it was evident as we were reporting. We head towards Be'eri, which we tried to get in to show the world what, the tragedy, the massacre that unfolded there, the aftermath of it, where people ironically went to celebrate a peace party close to the Gaza border. I think it's only a couple of Ks from the Gaza border. And we saw what unfolded there. Hamas coming in with paragliders and just massacred, butchering people, hundreds of people, raping women, kidnapping them, taking them back to Gaza. And as we got to the checkpoint to get in, as we're waiting for permission, which we're still working on to actually go in there through our contacts, I was interviewing a man there that's part of a civilian group that are, they've actually been part of the protest movement in the last couple of years, fighting the government. And he was explaining how even though the left and right were so divided, which is this thing that we were talking about yesterday, and he's very much from the left, anti the government, they've now taken that protest movement and they've used that to try help in their way with the on the ground operations of helping civilians, helping people get out. Whatever it is, there's a whole range of things. Most of the guys are ex-military, and a lot of them are high-ranking officers. But anyways, while he was telling me what they're doing and what they're about and the history, and suddenly we hear a loud bang, and it was a drone not far, probably again 150 meters from us, hit a targeting military personnel. Slightly shaken from the explosion, we waited a few moments until it seemed like the threat had passed and continued our interview, when suddenly shooting began.
And once...
Gunfire.
There's some active launching.
Gunfire.
As we were trying to figure out what was happening ahead, I noticed a drone above and bolted for the bomb shelter nearby.
Oh, shit,
there's a drone.
תנסו להוריד אותו, יש למישהו נשק, תירה בו! תירה בו!
I got it.
למה אתה לא יורה?
למה? Got no visual.
זה מעלת מתאבד, הוא יורד עכשיו בסוללה. מי יורד? באיזה מישהו אחר מהאנטארקטיקה?
They're aiming, they're coming back round. They come back around.
Where is it?
There we go. They're starting to shoot it. It seems like they managed to shoot it down. That's the first time we've been close enough from a shelter to actually get in there in time. But this is the situation here, and it does not look like it's settling down anytime soon. Inside that exclusion zone, 150 meters, like I said, from where we were. And as we were trying to figure out what was going on, and it seemed like the threat had passed, we just continued our interview, and then gunfire from the same space. And as that was unfolding, I look up and I can see a drone coming towards us, and we head straight to the bomb shelter, which was just a couple of meters from us. Which, unlike yesterday when we heard the bangs, and it's the same thing. There's no warning. So in this case, we happened to be a couple of meters from a bomb shelter, and we got straight in there, took cover, waited for it to pass, and we could hear probably a minute or two later, forces in the fields across had, it seemed like, shot it down. But it really brought home the fact that we're in the middle of a war zone, trying to tell the truth, trying to show the world what's happening. But we've ordered body armor because it is scary. I'm not going to pretend like it's not scary, especially a drone. Rockets are one thing, as scary as they are, but this drone where they're obviously got a camera on there and they're looking for targets and we're right there. I don't know if there wasn't a bomb shelter, if we would become the next target, don't know. But so we have ordered body armor, which is coming from America on Sunday, and I urge everyone to help us, whoever's interested. And that likes and believes in our mission, to head over to thetruthaboutthewar.com and chuck in a couple bucks to help us cover them there over the last couple of days. For example, whether you agree with it or not, a tactical decision was taken that a pizza shop that had made a meme mocking the kidnapped mother, they demolished the shop. Now, it sounds authoritarian, and like I said, whether people agree with that action or not, and it's possible in a couple of years that person will go to the Supreme Court here when this war is all said and done, and they may even potentially win. But I think, from what I understand, the tactical decision to do that is to send a message to those inside of Israel's border. So you have the Israeli Arabs, and you also have within the East Jerusalem, you have the Palestinians there that, like in this case, could spark up another front, sending them a message that we're not messing around now. This is not a time to open another front, because we are going to come down harder than we've ever come down before. That's our day. We've come back here, and here I am talking to you. Tomorrow we start nice and early. We do it all again, and hopefully on Sunday those vests arrive. Again, the truthaboutthewar.com. We're going to file all our reports there, and I want to thank everyone that's helping us make this happen, because without you, the viewers, I can't be here. It is tough. This is a tough gig on a regular day, but just knowing that we have you guys at home there supporting us makes it that much easier. So thank you. And Ezra, until Monday, stay safe.
By the way, we're sending a reporter to Israel, Avi Yemini. In fact, as I speak, he's boarding the plane in Melbourne, Australia, to fly with our cameraman, Benji, to Tel Aviv. He's there to tell the truth about the war. If you want to help us crowdfund his economy class airfare from Australia to Israel for him and for Benji and for their hotel costs and other costs, we're trying to find him a bulletproof vest, for example. Please go to thetruthaboutthewar.com. That's the special website we've set up, thetruthaboutthewar.com. From downtown Toronto, well, uptown Toronto actually, in front of a line of police, this is Ezra Levant for Rebel News.